हरि ओम। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम श्री महाविष्णवे नमः। ओम श्री महादेवाय नमः। ओम श्री राम रामाय नमः। ओम श्री सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। शङ्करं परमानन्दं ब्रह्मनिष्ठं यतीश्वरं भाष्यभ्रान्तिहरं वन्दे शुद्धज्ञानैकबोधकम्। ओम नमः शिवाय। 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 नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम हरि ओम। We'll begin with the Shanti mantra. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. We shall chant few mantras of the 10th Anuvaka. स यश्चायं पुरुषे यश्चात्सावादित्ये स एकः स एवं वित् अस्माल्लोकात् प्रेत्य एतमन्नमयमात्मानमुपसंक्रम्य एतं प्राणमयमात्मानमुपसंक्रम्य एतं मनोमयमात्मानमुपसंक्रम्य एतं विज्ञानमयमात्मानमुपसंक्रम्य एतमानन्दमयमात्मानमुपसंक्रम्य इमान् लोकान् कामान्नि कामरूप्यनुसञ्चरन् etat samagayannaste. So we are seeing this beautiful Bhrigu Valli. Bhrigu learns Brahma Vidya from his teacher, his father, Varuna. And that beautiful description is there, how he did tapas and how he transcended each and every kosha to finally recognize his own self as Brahma. Thereafter, the Upanishad gives few vratas and upasanas which helps us to purify our antakarana and become fit to recognize and gain guidance in Brahma. So, enlightenment or realizing Brahma is to recognize that the self in me is Brahma, is the self in all. Sa yaschayam purushe yascha savaditye sa ekaha. That which is in this individual and that which exists in that sun is one. Means that supreme reality which is there in the cave of my own heart and the supreme reality which is present in the sun is one. The supreme happiness which I experience in my own antakarana and the supreme happiness which is there in the sun is one. Means the individual self is one with the total self, the cosmic self, that is Brahma. So I am Atma, Brahma. This Atma is Brahma. This is the realization, this is the ultimate knowledge which we have to gain. So one who recognizes this oneness, such a person transcends these five koshas and come to gain abidance in his own self as Brahma. So asmat saya evam vita asmat lokat pretya etam annamayam atmanam upasankramya. So having transcended this world of names and forms, having transcended the Annamay Kosh, thereafter having transcended the Pranamay Kosh and transcended the Manomay Kosh, having transcended the Vijnanamay Kosh and having transcended the Anandamay Kosh, the enlightened person comes to recognize that Ananda Swarup Brahma as his own self. Such an enlightened person looks at this whole world as his own self. Sarva bhutastham atmanam sarva bhutani cha atmani pashyati. Like the Ishavasya Upanishad says, that enlightened person sees his own self in all beings and he sees all beings in his own self. So thereafter, iman lokam kamani kamarupyanusancharan. Thereafter, such an enlightened person blesses the entire world. Lokam, all the worlds, all the three lokas are blessed by such an enlightened person. Kamanni. Kamanni means he gains whatever he desires, gaining whatever is desired, and taking whatever form he desires. Kamanni Kamarupyanusancharan. Kamarupi means taking whatever form he desires, and Kamanni means enjoying whatever desire or obtaining whatever he desires. So Kamanni Kamarupyanusancharan etat samagayan aste. So singing this samagan, this song of enlightenment. Sama is also another name of Brahma, who is Saman everywhere. Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana. That Ishvara, that Brahma is all pervading and is present everywhere equally. So Samagan is the song of Brahma, song of that Supreme Brahma. Means blessing the entire world, revealing the oneness of the self to everyone. The enlightened person remains. Shankaracharya writes, कि समत्वाद ब्रह्म एव साम सर्वान अन्य रूपम गायन शब्दयन आत्मैकत्वम प्रख्यापयन लोकान अनुग्रहार्थम. So to bless the world, revealing the message of oneness of the self, he remained, having attained the ultimate goal, having attained complete fulfillment. He sings this wonderful song. See, when we gain this enlightenment, the world will not disappear. This body will not disappear. The mind will not disappear. The enlightened person continues to see this world, continues to see this body, but having gained abidance in that Supreme Self, he looks at this whole world as his own self. Other than his own self, he doesn't see anything. He doesn't know anything. So only thing the enlightened person does is blesses the entire world. So he sings this beautiful song of enlightenment. So let us sing this song. Beautiful song. Let us sing. Ha vu ha vu ha vu. Ahamannam ahamannam ahamannam. Ahamannado ohamannado ohamannadah. Ahaggasloka krita. Ahamasmi pratamajartasya. Purvam devebhyo amrutasya nabhai. Yo ma dadati sa ideva ma vaha. Ahamannamannamadantamadmi. Aham vishvam bhuvanabhya bhavam suvarna jyotihi ya evam veda ityupanishata. This is the beautiful song of the enlightened master. So ha, so after ha, that three is written. That means ha should be extended three times. Ha, u ha, vu ha, vu. So ha, hu is the exclamation, a sign of expression of wonder, that it is such a great wonder, amazing wonderment. See, when we look at this world and when we look at ourselves, uh, we see the world and we see ourselves from the standpoint of an ignorant person. An ignorant person is one who doesn't recognize his own self, who doesn't know that his self is Brahma. An ignorant person is one who looks at this world without knowing that this world is an expression of Brahma. So we look at this world from a very, very limited standpoint. So everything appears to be different, everything appears to be in what we call within duality. We experience duality. I am different, this world is different, Ishvara is different, each and every beings are different. So we see or we experience duality. We don't see the Atma as one. We understand the Atma in this body, the Atma in another body, the Atma in another body, they are all different. We don't have the Atmaika Vidya, the knowledge that Atma is one. The self in all is one. So when we come to realize this oneness, when we follow the path shown by the Shastras, and when we come to realize this oneness, then the whole experience will be totally miraculous and most wonderful. So when we look through these eyes, we will continue to see this world, but our abidance will be in that Supreme Brahma. So that uh, enlightened master, he looks at this whole world and he has what is called Sarvatma Bhav. He comes to understand the entire world as his own self. And when he, what you call, from the standpoint of the self, other than the self, nothing is there. So the whole world gets dissolved into that self for this enlightened person. So it's very mysterious and miraculous. So just imagine lots of ornaments made from gold. So there are various types of ornaments. They have different forms and they have different names. So just imagine that these forms, they also have the power to see, power to experience. So let us say a bangle is there, it will look at other bangles, it will look at the earrings, it will look at the necklace and think that all of them are different. So from the standpoint of a form, there will appear to have to be appear to have multiple forms. But just imagine that Bengal come to understand its own nature as gold. When it comes to know that I am gold, then the Bengal will know that I am present in all the ornaments, and all the ornaments are existing in me. I am in all, and all are in me. That enlightenment happens to this enlightened person. He comes to know that I am in this entire universe, and the entire universe is in me. Means there is no difference. I alone am there as everything and as everyone. So this is most wonderful, most mysterious enlightenment. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan, an enlightened master, Sakshat Ishvara, from this enlightened standpoint, he speaks to Arjuna. He tells Arjuna that I pervade this entire world. He is sitting in the chariot, talking to Arjuna, revealing the message of the Upanishad in the form of Gita. And Bhagavan tells Arjuna that Maya tatamidam sarvam jagad avyaktamurtina, that I pervade this entire world, this entire cosmos is pervaded by me. I exist in the sun, in the moon, in the stars, in space, in all the beings, in the devatas. I was there in the past, I am present now, I will be in future. So most amazing thing Bhagavan Krishna tells Arjuna. Therefore Arjuna requests Bhagavan that I want to see your that form through my eyes. I want to see your Vishwarupa, your form that you are the entire cosmos. So Bhagavan gives him Divya Drishti and he says, okay, look. And Arjuna sees the mighty universal form of Krishna, of that supreme Brahma, of that Ishvara. He could see him having infinite heads, infinite eyes, infinite ears, infinite hands and legs. He could see all the devtas in him. He could see all the past and present and future also in him. He wanted to know what will happen, what will be the result of this war. And Arjuna could see the result in Bhagwan. All these great warriors, Bhishma Pitamaha, Dronacharya, were entering the mouth of Bhagwan Krishna, of that Vishwarup. So it's most amazing. It's not a little thing. See, when things become extremely subtle or extremely wonderful, then our mind is unable to even comprehend it. So here the enlightened person is singing, is filled with that wonder, Ashcharya. And what is he singing? Ahamannam, ahamannam, ahamannam. Ahamannado, ohamannado, ohamannadah. Says ahamannam, ahamannam, ahamannam. Great wonder that I am the food I am the food, I am the food, I am the food. Acha? And aham annado, oham annado, oham annada. And I am the eater of the food. This is repeated thrice to express the wonder. So, what does it mean? I am the food and I am the eater of the food. So, as I said before, also, this entire world which we see in front of us, this vast cosmos, what is it? First of all, it is expression of that one Brahma. One Brahma alone expresses first as Hiranyagarbha. Thereafter, he expresses as Vaishvanara. Thereafter, he expresses as all the devatas. And then all the vanaspatis, the plants, herbs, trees. And then all the animals, birds, and human beings. So this entire cosmos is made up of infinite beings, infinite jivas. The jivas are infinite, infinite. Infinite means infinite, having no end. Not countless, not vast, not innumerable, but infinite. Means will never come to an end. The number of jivas who are there in the cosmos are infinite. See, even on this little earth compared to this vast, our solar system is so tiny little planet. The sun is so vast. Compared to the sun, our earth is so small. But compared to the entire galaxy, Milky Way galaxy, our earth is just one of the billions of stars. And compared to other galaxies, the lot of galaxies, they come together, cluster of galaxies are there. In that, our earth will get lost only. So this entire cosmos is so vast. And earth is not the only planet which has got life. There might be other planets and other what you call places where life is there. In fact, the entire cosmos is alive. It is the body of that Virat, Vishwanara. And within his body, so many beings are there. And all these beings, what do? They keep on experiencing. Their job is to keep on experiencing different things according to their karmas. Like when we are born in this body, what do? Entire life, we keep on experiencing good, bad, and different results. Right? We perform actions, we gain knowledge, and we gain experience. So experience are happy experience, sad experience, frightening experience, different types of experiences we we gain. Not only human beings, but animal, birds, plants, all of them experience. We are the great experiencers, all jivas. Even a tiny little ant experiences life's joys and sorrows and keep on doing some karma. A honeybee keep on doing karma, roaming around in the world, collecting the nectar, accumulating it in the beehive, and experiencing joys and sorrows. Birds, animal, plants, all of them they have their share of joys and sorrows. Human beings, we have our own share of joys and sorrows. Everyone. So I am the enjoyer and I enjoy the objects of this world. The objects of this world are also enjoyed at two levels. The gross objects we enjoy, and we also enjoy the subtle objects. Like in the waking state, we eat, we drink, we watch, we touch, we experience the world of objects. But we also experience at a subtler level, we experience emotions, we experience ideas, we experience concepts, we experience love, we experience hatred, we experience jealousies, we experience compassion. They are also objects, subtler objects. And when we are in deep sleep, we become of the nature of happiness. So in the waking state, we experience happiness at different levels, 0 to 100, you can say. We experience happiness at different levels. In dream, we experience happiness at different levels. But in deep sleep, we become of the nature of happiness only. So all of us are experiencers of different levels of happiness. What we call sorrow is nothing but less of happiness. What we call pain is less of pleasure. Just like light, we experience light in different brightness. Yeah? So as we reduce the brightness, uh, we feel that light has reduced, and when the brightness is made zero, we experience darkness. Darkness is nothing but absence of light or very less light. Similarly, sadness is nothing but less happiness. So what we are experiencing a different range of happiness depending on the purity of our antakarana, depending on our knowledge, depending on our pap and punya, we experience different levels of happiness. And whatever we experience, means through whatever we experience this happiness, through the objects, subtle objects or gross objects, They are anna. They can be called food. And our experience is called eating the food. Okay. So if we look at this world, there are infinite beings are constantly eating the food. So, so the enlightened person identifies, means he knows that I am the self of all the beings. So he experiences the joy of all the beings at the same time. So an enlightened person experiences infinite happiness. All the happiness of all the beings put together, and much more than that. Infinite happiness is experienced by an enlightened master. So he looks at this whole world that I myself am the food and I myself am the eater of the food. Anywhere, anyone experiencing anything, that is myself. And anyone, anywhere experiencing, that person is also myself. That entity is also myself. So aham annam and aham annadaha. Aham annam, aham annam, aham annam. Aham annado, oham annado, oham annadaha. Ahagashloka kritagashloka kritagashloka krita. Again, the enlightened person says, I am the shloka krita. Shloka krit. Shloka krit means what? See, each one of us, we experience the different joys and sorrows in this world by interacting with different types of anna, gross as well as subtle. So, depending on our karma, means depending on our pap and punya, those type of anna comes in our life. If we have lot of punya, we will experience joys in life. If we have done papa, we will experience sorrows. So, in order to experience joys, we come in contact with certain objects, certain anna in this world. So, who brings us in contact with the appropriate anna? If I have to experience joy, then I should have that type of object. So, who brings that object in front of me so that I can experience it? That is the one. That one is called the shloka krita. One who matches the anna and the eater of anna. Like it is said na, in Hindi, there is a saying, दाने दाने पे लिखा है खाने वाले का नाम. Means on every grain is what you call the name of the person who will eat that grain is written as though. If the food, in that food, my name is there, then I will have that food. See, like in our family also, our friends, our relatives, and sometimes strangers, sometimes guests, we meet different people, they feed us, they give us some food, so that our name is there as though in that food. मेरे नाम का अन्न. Sometimes we have food at someone's place, but thereafter we don't have food at that person's place. मैं जितना अन्न मेरे नाम का था वो मैंने खा लिया. Now no more interaction, no more interaction will be there. So who brings these two things together? That is Ishvara only. Ishvara is the karma phaladata. Ishvara brings appropriate conditions, appropriate people, appropriate experiences in our life according to our karma. It is very mysterious. Sometimes we cook food and we serve it on the plate and we are about to eat. But then something happens, some message comes, or some accident has taken place or some problem is there. You come immediately. So I just leave that food and go away. And somebody else eats that food. Sometimes people, they sit out in the open, in the garden, or on the sea beach, and they're eating something. They bought some food and they are eating, and they're relishing the food. But suddenly a bird comes and just picks up that food and goes away. Because the name of that bird is there in the remaining part of that food. Not only food, but animal, birds, plant also. Some birds are eaten by other birds. Some animals are eaten by other animals. So सबका अपना अपना उसमें नसीब होता है. Like the soldiers who fight in the war, and bullets are flying here, there, everywhere. But they have this firm belief, many of them have this firm belief that only the bullet which has my name on it will hit me, not any other bullet. मेरे नाम का है तो लग जाएगा. So who brings this to, who makes these pairs? Like we say, marriages are made in heaven and all. Not only marriages, all pairs, all combination, all coming together is guided and controlled by the Ishvara. So that Ishvara is called Shloka Krita. But who is that Shloka Krita? Here the enlightened person comes to know that I myself am the Shloka Krita. I am the one, as Ishvara brings all these two together, the food and the appropriate eater of that food. So ahag gashloka krita, gashloka krita, gashloka krita. Sometimes these enlightened masters, they know also who will eat, who will eat which food. I had long time ago about Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi Ji. So everyone had their food in the ashram. Then he said that keep two plates of food, keep it. Somebody will come, so just keep it. Nobody had said that they will come. Nothing was there pre-planned. But the same night, two seekers wandering, searching for Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi's ashram, tired, hungry, they reached there. And Bhagwan said, you feed them. So what food we will eat, what experiences we will have, at what places we will have these experiences, who will be involved, everything is determined by our karma. And the one who brings us all this together is that mighty Ishvara. So here the enlightened person, he identifies with Ishvara also and says, I am that shloka krita. Aham aham kasloka krita, gasloka krita, gasloka krita. Not only Ishvara, but aham asmi prathama jaratasya. He says, I am the one who was born first. Aham asmi prathamaja. Prathamaja means firstborn. Who is the firstborn jiva? See, when the whole cosmos is dissolved, when the Mahapralaya happens, the entire cosmos, universe gets dissolved into that Brahma. Sadeva Somedam Krasi, only Sat alone remains. All this idam jagat merges into that Sat. Like all the ornaments, they get melted and they remain as gold. So all the entire cosmos get dissolved in Mahapralaya. Then after many years, again this world comes into existence, world comes into manifestation. So who is the first one to be born? The first jiva to be born is Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is born. And thereafter Vaishvanara is born. Then the rest of the jivas are born. So here the enlightened person says, I am that Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is myself. Aham asmi pratamaja. I am the pratamaja. I am the firstborn. Firstborn where? Of this world, in this world. Means before the world came into being, I was born. Ritasya of this Rita, this world, the Upanishad calls it Rita. Rita means Satyam, real. The world is real. It is, Shankaracharya writes, it is Ritasya, Satyasya, Murta Murtasya, Asya Jagataha. This world, which is Murta, which is manifest and unmanifest, which is with form and which is formless. See, the cause of this world as that Prakriti is formless, And that Prakriti alone assumes various forms. That Prakriti is not different from Brahma. So this world is, which is with form and formless, is Rata. Rata means Satya. Satyasya, it is Satya. Just like ornaments. If gold is real, then ornaments also must be real only. Ornaments cannot be false. If gold is real, ornaments are also real. If gold is gold, then ornaments are also gold. Ornaments made from that gold, they are also gold. Though they are named differently because they have different forms. And their forms keep on changing. The nature of the form is such that it keeps on changing. But the gold doesn't change. Gold remains gold. Suppose I have a bangle, beautiful bangle. It has got a nice form, round. But if I press it with a lot of force, it will change its shape. Then you cannot call it bangle, you will have to call it something else. If shape has changed, its form has changed, but the gold remains gold. Similarly, Brahma in variety of forms is called the world. But this world is not different from Brahma. World is not false. World is not non-existent. World is not mithya. World is a changeless and changing existence. It is a changing expression of Brahma. Just like my hand keeps on moving, so it's a movement. The movement keeps on changing. At one time it is here, next time it is there. But the hand remains same. Similarly, the world is like a movement. Brahma is that which is present in all these movements. So, the enlightened person says that I am that Hiranyagarbha is myself. I myself was born first as Hiranyagarbha. Aham asmi pratamajartasya. And purvam devebhyo amritasya na bhai. And before the devtas were born, I was there. See, after Hiranyagarbha, Vaishvanara was born. And Vaishvanara is born before the Devatas. After Vaishvanara, then all the Devatas were born. So here the enlightened person says, I am the one who was born before the Devatas. Means I am that Vaishvanara who is born before the Devatas. So Purvam Devebhyo Amrutasya na bhai, and I am that very navel of Amrutatvam, of that immortality. I am the very essence of that immortality. I am the navel of immortality. Means the immortality of all beings are in me. Means the very essence of all beings are in me. And the very navel of immortality. Yo ma dadati saideva ma vah. So I am the Anna, and I am the eater of Anna. And as Anna, one who gives me, I the Anna, if one gives me as Anna to someone, that is when we do Annadana, when we feed other beings. Because feeding other beings is a great punya. Because everyone is born due to their own karma, and constantly we are experiencing the joys and sorrows. So, helping each other, guiding each other, serving each other, we should live in this world. Bhagwan makes us a nimitta to serve others. He himself cannot come and do all this seva. So, through everyone, he does the seva. Like in a family, the children are born, the mother, she cooks food and feeds those children. Now those children are born with their own karmas. They should have their food. So Bhagwan, through the mother, cooks the food and feeds these children. So Bhagwan is there, present in everyone. So one should do Annadam. So here Bhagwan says, one who gives me as Dan, because Bhagwan is Anna. So Yo Ma Dadati, one who gives me as Dana. So Ideva Ma Vaha, they protect me, they serve me. Through this Dana, they are serving me only. When we are taking care of other beings, when we serve other beings, when we feed them, when we give them water to drink, when we take care of other beings, even a tiny little being, even ants, if you feed them, the birds, if you give them food to eat, we are serving Ishwaram. He says, you are serving me. You are serving me, you are serving these beings. Ahamannamadantamadmi. But one who lives in this world selfishly, only cooks and eats for himself, doesn't take care of other beings, doesn't serve others, such a person, such a selfish person, but here the enlightened master says that I, as food, eat them also. I eat them, means they get destroyed. They go down the ladder of evolution. They devour. But one who serves, one who takes care of everyone with that idea, that attitude that I am serving that Ishvara alone, then they evolve. So yo ma dadati saideva ma vaha ahamannamannamadantamadmi aham vishvam bhuvanapyabhvam. The entire Vishwa, Aham Vishwam Bhuvanapyadvam. Aham Vishwam Samastam Bhuvanam Bhutaihi Sambhajaniyam Brahmadivihi Bhavanti iti Va Asmin Bhutani iti Bhuvanam Abhyabhavam Abhibhavami Parena Ishvarena Swarupena. This whole world, Bhuvan means where all the beings they live, the entire universe in which all the beings they live, After many years, the entire cosmos gets merged, it gets destroyed or gets dissolved into that Ishvara. So here the enlightened person says, I as Ishvara destroyed this entire world, dissolved this entire world into myself. Aham Vishwam Bhuvanam Abhyabhavam. I dissolve this whole world into myself. Hmm. So here the enlightened person, he says, I am Ishvara, means Ishvara is myself, Hiranyagarbha is myself, Vaishvanara is myself, all the devatas and all the beings are myself. I am the food and I am the eater of the food. So amazing state of enlightenment. Suvarna Jyoti, my Jyoti, my luminosity is like the sun, bright and brilliant. Ya evam Veda Upanishad. So one who knows this also gain the same enlightenment. One who follows the path shown here by Bhrigu and Varuna, they also will attain this enlightenment. Iti Upanishad. Thus the Upanishad concludes here. We shall revise the Upanishad which we have studied in our next class. So till then, you take care, be happy, safe, peaceful, healthy, do the work, do sadhana, listen to the pravachan again, contemplate, meditate, and we shall meet again soon. Hari Om. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. जय जय राम बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।